click the notification bell so that you never miss. I always get tongue-tied everywhere. Don't forget that. I can't talk. Welcome back to my channel. So it's been a minute. Basically the last time I filmed a video was the start of states and everybody having to shelter in place. The last video I posted was just showing and walking through the I was about to say something else. Walking through the strip being shut down during this pandemic, which was kind of eerie. You know, a lot of just no people, it being deserted. It's like you never ever see it like that. And so then going forward, I kind of just went MIA for a couple reasons. I wasn't really doing much during the pandemic, but just being at home, and I couldn't find a creative flow or anything that would interest people because I wasn't doing much but like eating, sleeping, and laying around watching TV. That is going to change. It's going to be a couple videos, but I just want to talk about the fact that Las Vegas is now reopening. So the last video, things were shutting down, and now this video, things are opening back up. It's going to be reopening in phases. So I'm getting this information from Nevada Health Response and what they're calling the roadmap to recovery. So in phase one, they do actually have like strong guidelines set out for individuals as well as businesses. Just pretty much everything that's already been set in place. They strongly suggest people wearing face coverings, face masks, things like that, staying home as much as possible. Obviously people who are vulnerable or at risk to stay home. And then of course if people are sick, and to stay home as well. So none of that's really changed. That's definitely what they want. They don't want people, just because some things are starting to open, to like the floodgates and just start going places rapidly, because the idea is to stop this from spreading, not to have it like ramp back up again. So for businesses that are opening, they're encouraging safety protocols such as also like the employees having to wear face coverings in certain stores where people are not necessarily in a sit-down situation. Maybe when they're browsing, like businesses can require customers to also wear face masks or no entry to help stop the spread. Encourage businesses, if they can, although they're reopening, to encourage telework still, like having people work from home. They want people to return to work in phases, so maybe not necessarily like full swing operation full time, things like that. And then they also want places to close any kind of common areas where people would tend to gather. So one of the places that are now allowed to open are restaurants. You're allowed to dine in now, although the idea is to encourage people to still do curbside. And the only way people like restaurants are allowed to open is if they follow certain safety protocols, as like we talked about, employees wearing masks, and like social distancing the booth. So for instance, my family and I, like a week after things had opened, we went to Chili's, and yeah, there was nobody around you. We were well separated, which was nice. The waitress had face mask. They had like sanitary stations and everything. So, and then there was no waiting outside. Like if there was any kind of wait, they wanted you to wait in your car. And so it was refreshing, to be honest, to go out, but I personally am not going to be like running out trying to eat out every weekend now just because things are open. Like I want to stay safe. I want to make sure that the people that I'm living with, like my family, is going to continue to stay safe, and we're not going to contract or spread anything, because even if I don't have any symptoms, what if I'm the carrier? It's like, you never know. So I think it's always best to be on the side of caution and just not really be like selfish. I don't know if that's that's how I'm operating. That's my personal opinion. Some other places that have been open, or like pubs and wineries and bars, have been allowed to open, but only if they're serving food. And then the big thing that my mom was so happy about was that like barbershops, hair salons, nail salons, and everything have been open, but they just want businesses to, once again, have safety protocols in place. They're only allowed to operate at 50% capacity, having every other station like closed, or putting some kind of partition in between the customers and the stations, and having people wear masks, etc. And so the places that will remain closed during phase one, I actually have to look at this because it's a very long list, but nightclubs, bars, pubs, and taverns that do not have licenses to serve food, gyms and fitness facilities, including health clubs, yoga, and spins facilities, entertainment and recreational activity venues, such as community centers, pools, sporting event venues, live entertainment event venues, cinemas, movies, racetracks, zoos, aquariums, bowling centers, basically anything that's fun or of any kind of entertainment value is still closed, because that would cause people to gather in close quarters.
It is unclear when the Las Vegas hotels and casinos will open. They weren't included in the phase one reopening plan. However, it is actually up to the Gaming Control Board how things happen when they'll reopen and the safety precautions. And so the control board scheduled an informational workshop for May 26th just to talk to health officials and get like the readiness for reopening. However, some properties did start planning. For instance, the MGM properties, which are like Mandalay Bay, Delano, Luxor, Excalibur, etc., are starting to accept room reservations for check-in dates as early as June 1st, whereas the Caesars properties, which are Harrah's, Link, Paris, etc., Planet Hollywood, scheduled check-in as early as May 29th. So it seems like basically the end of May, beginning of June, hotels are planning to open, but there is no exact go-ahead date.
And that's pretty much it for now. I know they did actually, I did see somewhere that they are allowing outdoor malls to open, which is kind of cool, but not indoor malls. And I thought it was so weird because I did see somebody say, an article say that indoor malls, like there's an indoor mall at Caesars, they can't open, but they can have curbside pickup. And I'm like, why wouldn't I just order it online, get it delivered? Like, that made no sense to me. But yeah, that's where we're at now. Obviously, my channel is at a little bit of a standstill because everything that I want to do or would do for this channel, I can't do. Everything, all of that stuff is still closed. So we're gonna get to more of like a daily vlog, home vlog situation. Gonna try to still make it entertaining because at the end of the day, this is living Las Vegas. This is my life here. And this is the current state. This is the new normal. But if you like this video, definitely hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a future upload. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope everyone continues to stay safe and healthy. And until next time, much love.